One night I was at the good old band slots before they were removed forever thanks to Pokemon Company, and I found a secret underlab that held something amazing. I mean, just look at it, it's adorable. Oh, also it's Buddy Mewtwo. So naturally I freed them, and we won big at the slots. All thanks to this shiny Venipede, but we won a little too much, so they kicked us out and didn't give us our winnings. So it's time for a formal complaint to their boss, Eternus. Since Venipede's a pacifist, it'll serve as our good luck charm. Mewtwo will be our only fighting force here. Also, I hope whoever owns that secret lab doesn't come looking for us. Our luck shines bright early because Mewtwo came with the powerful move Photon Geyser. But our luck doesn't end there because we get a Grit Claw, giving us a chance to steal held items. Then oh, this girl. This girl saw us winning it big on the slots. Now she's jealous and wants to take our good luck charm, but you can't have her off-brand Mallow. Our Mewtwo is special as well, as it has two abilities, Pressure and Neural Force, further strengthening its super effective moves. With this, we can easily wipe her team with Ancient Power. Better luck next time, Mallow. We now face the area boss, a Hoppip. There's nothing terrifying about a Hoppip, people. And look, it's Mewtwo's cousin, so let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? After beating some more of the local wildlife and some kids, we get an amulet coin giving us more money. Suddenly one of the scientists from the lab appears, demanding for the two Pokemon back, so we give them our kindest rejection. We send Silent and his Super Greens back to the kitchen, but before we knew it, he returned again. Oh wait, no, that's Stalker Girl. Obviously, she didn't learn her lesson of us throwing rocks at her, so we throw more rocks at her. At least the area boss is more intimidating than Hoppip, Prelude. As we cut through the tall grass, one of the evil team members from the lab appears. And man, Team Rocket's outfit have had a downgrade since Johto. They're not even using the right generation of Pokemon in this battle. For shame. Now it's time for some splunking, and like every Pokemon cave, it's full of annoying bats and living rocks. Hey, at least our little lucky charm Venipede over here is all grown up. We were able to grab a map to help us out the cave, but Rourke stood in our way. We didn't have a true counter to his rocks, so when in doubt, psychically boom them. To the Badlands we go. Cheryl from the Eternal Forest stops us. Oh wait, this is Stalker Girl again. Either way, we blast her Incineroar Aura Sphere after taking a Lariat better than Sasuke. Then the rest of her team crumbles. Now go home already. The rest of the area was awash, and having this spooky green tea ghost as a boss was nothing to us. We climb up the mountain facing more Team Rocket members in lame outfits using the wrong Pokemon again. Our luck shone through as we grabbed a Twisted Spoon to boost Mewtwo's psychic attacks and Scopelin to increase our critical hit chances. We slip into a volcano where Flannery was training, so we decide to help her out with our rocks and a psychic bomb. With that training done, we cool down at the beach and set sail so there's nothing but us, the sea, and the Pokemon that live in it. Plus Wally over here. Wait a minute, how are you all the way out here in the middle of the sea? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, you green-haired noob?
5 minutes later.
We ran ashore in an ice cave finding a Dynamax band lying around, but it actually belonged to Old Man Price over here. Unfortunately for him, there's a reason ice is considered the worst type, as you can see right now. With the old man on ice, we entered the snowy forest where not only more Team Rocket members awaited, but their boss came as well. And no wonder these outfits were a downgrade. Giovanni went from super cool underground crime boss to a bookworm, and still using the wrong type of team. Mighty Anna and Flygon get obliterated, then Mega Camera erupts it. Psystrike brings it to half health, showing that it also has the stamina ability. So after we tank a sheer force boosted lava plume, we switch it up to Photon Geyser. With his main force down, the rest of his team didn't stand a chance. Now put down the books and go be cool again. Blocking the exit was this big snow moth, so naturally we threw some rocks at it. We returned to climbing the mountain where we helped a fellow mountain climber and destroyed a poor Blaziken. Then we slipped back down to the volcano again. Luckily, after beating this camera up, we found a Mega Bracelet, meaning all we need is the stone and we'll have a Mega Mewtwo. This fire breather almost lights us on fire, so we punish him in battle, taking another victory, his money, and the TM Shadow Ball from him. Serves you right, Fire Breath. Gym Leader Kabu fights for the Fire Breather's honor, however, we just start throwing rocks again, with the occasional side strike. Man, So far, simply throwing rocks at our opponent's been really carrying us. Time to cool off at the beach again, and wait, didn't we make like a big circle? How are we progressing? Are we lost? Hey, do you know where? Oh, come on, are you still following me? Let me guess, you have the same Incineroar that will beat with Ancient Power. Oh wow, Metagross, a little different. Here's a Shadow Ball, a bird that we always throw rocks at, off-brand Gyarados here that we Side Strike, and shiny Rayquaza? Well, you got your own shiny, leave mine alone. Fortunately, our Ancient Power boosts our stats, so we survived the brutal swing and KO with some more rocks. And your last Pokemon? Well, it doesn't matter, we win. With our beach time ruined, we continue to a secluded island to continue our adventure, where I discover something big. You can simply run away from any annoying Pokemon. Why haven't I done this before? Then we found another Twisted Spoon washed up, further boosting our psychic moves. With that, we sailed back into open waters where now Nerd Giovanni somehow found us again. Mewtwo starts sweeping his team, even critting his Mega Camera up with ease. But he has a new legendary now, Groudon. However, even it couldn't stand after two massive Side Strikes. With his team defeated once again, he gives up his pursuit of our shiny Lucky Charm grown-up Venipede and goes into hiding. At least someone knows how to take an L. Before we hit ashore, Marlin surfs in to stop us for some reason, so we blast through his whole team without a second thought. Now get out of the way, Surfer Boy. We're back in the ice cave and it finally happens. We found a Mega Stone for Mewtwo and immediately Mega Evolve it. Now, we're unstoppable. We blast this Gallade with an Aura Sphere, creating an exit into the snowy mountains. Is that green hair? Oh no, it's her. Wait. Oh my goodness, it's not her. It's Aaron of the Elite Four. He challenges us and we start sweeping through his team with the power of rocks. Also to our luck, one of his big counters he had was Drapion, but it's Terra Bug, so we get squished too. But it seems he didn't come alone because Bertha pulls up next. We start digging through her ground types, but her Rhyperior survives, landing a huge head smash, almost KOing us. Like, this is the closest we've been to losing. We blast it right back, but now a new problem arises. Her Hippowdon Sandstorm. It might knock us out. But we had just enough health to live. Congrats, you are the closest to ever beating me so far. Next is the Hotshot Flint, but little did he know, we still had plenty of rocks to spare for his fire types. Now, the devs were funny for this, because this is a callback to Flint's team in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Now, the final member, Lucian, is a problem, since all his Pokemon are psychic, is what I would have said if I didn't simply spam Shadow Ball at him. Now for everyone's favorite champion, the champion of the Sinnoh League, the lovely Cynthia. And if this battle wasn't hyped enough, after we crit Spiritomb with Shadow Ball, she sends in Terra Ghost Garatina. This is what we all needed in the Diamond and Pearl remakes. As strong as it is, Mewtwo was stronger, knocking it out with Shadow Ball. Her ace is somehow both Terra Ground and Mega Evolve, which should be illegal, but coming from Cynthia, anything's possible. But not even that could stand up to a crit Side Strike. By the way, we are blessed by the crits thanks to our Lucky Charm and the direct hit X items that we have active currently. With her defeat, we head into the next area, which should be the mountain. Why are we in Ultra Space? Nevertheless, these Paradox Pokemon stood no chance against us. Fortunately, one of them dropped the TM Ice Beam, and it was time to let go of our long-held strat of throwing rocks at our opponent, because something big was coming. Even in the unknown vacuum of space, she's followed us. As always, starting with Incineroar that gets Side Strike critted, and just to lower her morale, we start messing with her team a bit, not even one-shotting Pokemon that we could one-shot. Then I realized she had Mega Rayquaza. One outrage from this thing will end us. We're screwed. But to our luck, this Slowpoke over here used Hyper Beam and we lived. No more messing around, time to get serious. We Ice Beam her Mighty Dragon, then another crit Side Strike to Ice Beam to finish this rivalry off. And leaves us the Arceus alone. After a couple more Paradox Pokemon, we meet the big man himself, Eternus. Eternus, we've come to bargain. And by bargain, I mean beat you up for our slot winnings. We blast it with Side Strike and then it suddenly Dynamaxes out. But we aren't scared, even our Lucky Charm comes to watch the battle.
Do you want to see something cool?
You monster! He was a pacifist, he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't gonna pose no threat, the threat's over here, and let me show you. With that underhanded blow, we charge up one last Side Strike and bring him down. He finally admits defeat, gives us our winnings, but at what cost?